I'm with Natalie Boutari. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Now, Natalie, you are a Toronto musician, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, why don't you tell the lovely audience at home about yourself?
Okay, I've been writing music my whole life. I took piano lessons at the age of 4, and so I'm classically trained in piano, and I've also taken a lot of vocal lessons over the years, so I've become a very versatile singer as well, because I thoroughly enjoy classical, opera, even grunge, rock, metal, industrial. I've grown to kind of like many genres. So mainly, let's say that.
Even country?
I do like some country. It's not my favorite
Good.
genre, but like I do appreciate some country, I've got to say.
There's one country song that gets me angry. It's called Red Solo Cup. You heard that song?
No.
You are lucky. It is the worst song. Oh, also Chicken Fried Rice. That is an awful song. That is an awful, awful song. But, so how long, sorry, that was the wrong question. The question is, what kind of, like, your main aspect and genre? Is it classical you focus on? You said you had a variety of different
Yes.
likeness. Is it grunge you focus on, rock, metal?
So, in a nutshell, if you listen to my EP right now on my website, it's pretty much alternative rock, or maybe a bit of indie in it. And there's a lot of melodic piano stuff, so there's clearly a lot of classical influence in my music as well, a bit of Bach and stuff. But lately, though, my new stuff that's coming out it's kind of delving more into the industrial genre, and people might get confused as far as the genre I'm focusing on, but I'm kind of doing something a little outside of the box, where I'm kind of delving into different genres, even hip-hop. And here sitting with me is Benny Harper, and he's an audio engineer, and he's my boyfriend as well, my partner in crime, and he's been actually working with me on some really cool industrial tracks, and he's been teaching me Pro Tools, and it's been a great experience. And I really like metal too, so it's kind of a bit of, there's going to be a tinge of metal in there, and some of the stuff that I'm going to work on, believe it or not, is going to be a bit folky, grungy. So it's kind of like a folky, grungy indie. I know it sounds crazy, but that's so far, I guess, how I describe it.
So, Corey Hart, how did you two meet?
Corey Hart.
Okay. So, what are your idols growing up, though? Like you are influenced by?
So I'm very influenced by Lacuna Coil, Evanescence, Metallica,
Wait, sorry, old or new Metallica? Because no one likes new Metallica.
Sort of Metallica, I guess a bit of everything, to be honest, but one of my favorites is Korn. Korn, definitely. And
I like Brussels sprouts, but we'll see.
Even 9 Inch Nails has been a huge influence for me, but at the same time, also bands like Green Day and Offspring have also influenced a lot of my more punky, grungy stuff. And as for my folky stuff, and I know people are probably going, what, we haven't heard any of this yet, it's coming. Some of the folky stuff I have is influenced by Mazzy Star.
Now, you've heard the Green Day song 21 Guns, right?
I think so.
It's from their, what album is that from? Not the American Idiot, what is it? 21st Century, yes. You know the riff, like the chorus, is a rip-off of the Full House theme? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Now you know, and the more you know. Go home, listen to it, and we all know the Full House theme. It has the same riff.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh, nice.
Yes, I know. Speaking of Full House, did you see Fuller House, this new season on Netflix?
Honestly, I haven't really got into it. You know, I admit I haven't watched Game of Thrones yet, and
I've never watched the show, to be honest.
And I'm like, it's just something in my mind, like watch Game of Thrones.
Well, have you seen any of it?
No, nothing.
Boob, dick, death, the end. I just saved you 60 seasons. Now, so where can people find your music?
Online, pretty much. Yeah, online. Like so.
The online's
Facebook.
very big. Is there a precise?
I have a website, farrowin.ca, and I can tell you, of course, how I came up with the name Farrowin because I get asked that a lot. But yeah, that if you Google Toronto musicians, I should be on the top of the second page, if not the first. And I'm on Instagram.
Let's hope she doesn't get bumped or moves forward because people will get lost though. So
or else you're gonna get it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Instagram, Facebook, of course, Twitter. I have a YouTube account, but honestly, I'm still working on music videos. So please bear with me, guys. I've been working on that.
Do you have anything to add to that there, Bon Jovi? No? Okay. So, what you play piano?
Yeah, it's my main instrument. Yeah.
I play the spoons. Be jealous.
Spoon
what else do you play?
Well, I sing. So here's playing is piano, okay, but I do some drums, not just a little bit. I sing opera style, rock style, classical style, and I can also do groaning.
Sorry, my penis just contracting the side of me right there.
I love.
Is that your mating call? Because that will wake people up for sure, to be honest, though.
Sorry, was I not supposed to do that?
That's okay. It's okay. Sorry. You sound like an exorcist right there to swallow the vibrator.
Hey, techniques. Melissa Cross saves your whole vocal cords. And
it also saves vocal cord if you rub, like, what are they called? Some, like, neocitrin. What?
Really?
Vaccine? Vicks.
Really?
Just rub, yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of it, I'm going to tell a little story. Sorry, that was... And this is for the guys, the people watching at home. If your friend ever bet you $1 to put Vicks on your downtown region, do not do it because it opens up pores that you'll never know you had, and it hurts like a son of a...
Ow.
Yes. I made $1. That's all I'm going to say, though. I made $1. But you're going to be doing a song. You're going to be singing for the lovely ladies and animals and whoever's watching at home. What is the song you're going to be singing?
It's called Control.
Just Control?
Yep.
Just Control.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well that's fair enough though. It's very simple, like the Smooth. Do you like the song "Smooth" by Santana and? Yeah, it's a good song.
Pretty smooth song.
Nice segue there. But let me ask you one last question. Well, before, tell everyone at home if you want to give a shout out to anyone at all.
Just a shout out to. I want to do a special shout out to Black Eyes Productions.
Let's see, Black Eyed Peas. I'm pretty sure they're not watching, but go on.
Because he's kind of he's videoed me play piano, and he offered me his time to help me out, Marcel from Black Eyes. So shout out to him. Shout out to all the people that have supported me, all my fans. I love you all.
Okay. And sorry, you have a question? No, you good? Okay. Last question. Is there a moment that's very distractional to you that you always remember that was very distractional? What do you find distractional?
I dreaded this question.
Good. I regretted asking, so we're in the same boat.
Okay, by moment now, let's try to specify a little bit because there's too many. Now, would you like to hear something very recent or a childhood thing or what?
Whatever haunts you the most, that's the best one.
Oh, whatever haunts me the most.
Whatever haunts
okay.
you the most.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. Well, I guess I'd have to say that one time I ended up. I did this like show that didn't go so well because I decided to say yes to a show that was right on the day that I arrived from the airport, but like a super long travel. So I was so jet lagged. I relied on my friend to set up the keyboard, but he didn't end up setting up a pedal. And usually when I don't play with a pedal, it screws up everything. I just don't play as well. And then the sound guy at that venue, which I won't mention, was really rude to me.
No, it's okay to mention him.
But this was many years ago. It was just at the Cameron House. Sorry, it's not. Anyway, that was terrible. And then only my male friend showed up. It was just like me singing to like a bunch of male friends really badly.
We've all been there before, am I right?
And I'm like,
singing
no.
To a bunch of men? I'm
like, come on, some female friends, come out here. I don't. Anyway, so that was really bad. But here's something more exciting. Do you guys want to hear the weirdest dream I ever had?
Yes.
Like the weirdest dream.
But does it involve a mop and a bucket after? Or
It involves me. I dreamt once when I was a kid that I had a man's thing, and
Sorry,
and then
back up. Let's take it back. When you say a man things, you're talking about a penis. Right?
yeah, you can say the word. I'm not going to say it just in case, you know. And then
we're on the internet. It's good. Penis.
On top of that, I dreamt that I was peeing Pepsi or Coke. I'm not sure. It was either Pepsi or Coke.
Now let's take it back again. Now, when you're peeing this Pepsi or Coke beverage, were you drinking from your penis?
I was making money out of it, and that was the coolest dream ever.
Now, were you serving these drinks to adults or kids?
I don't remember. It was a
Because if it's
childhood
kid-
dream.
And how old were you?
I don't even remember.
So you're pissing in cups and serving it to people, though.
Honestly, that was just, till now, I cannot understand how I dreamt that dream.
Well, you're probably thinking, you probably had Coke or Pepsi. Okay, dreams usually is what's on your mind or something that's happened or something you've seen in that day. So you probably had a Coke or a Pepsi. And you probably saw or thinking about penises. That's pretty much self-explanatory. And you probably had to go to the bathroom because you drank the Coke and Pepsi.
Oh, maybe there was a guy in school, like when I was...
Okay, go on.
I was in second grade, and I think he was just scratching his thing down there, and I saw it, and I think that haunted me and caused that dream to occur.
And what's his name? We'll give a shout out.
No, I don't want to...
No, because if you make millions from this penis Pepsi thing, he owes a half of it.
Let's say his name begins with K.
Kurt? Chris?
No, it's an Arabic name. Because it was back in Bahrain.
Well, he's not going to watch this.
Okay, his name's Khalifa. Okay, yeah.
That was actually my next guest, to be honest, though. But
This is horrible. Oh my God, you're hilarious.
now, were you turned off of penises after, or Pepsi or Coke after? Were you like,
I questioned my sexuality at the time. I certainly did. No, I'm just joking. I was just like, what is that?
And the answer is a penis being Pepsi, though. But we're gonna we're gonna listen to her Control, and we'll be right back. So back to you, Eamonn, and listen to you sing. Oh, by the way, we're sponsored by Pepsi and Coke.
Hey everyone, I'm Farrowin, and I'm going to be singing Control for you right now. I hope you enjoy.
Stand there as I'm singing, seeing nothing but left in me. And I'll tell you one thing before you go: you couldn't be more wrong. 'Cause I'm stronger than ever before, no longer worry anymore. You left me 'cause of the choice
Thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye. Thanks, Distractional.
Oh, live from New York, it's Saturday! Oh God, wrong show. Okay. I had a horrible dream. I dreamt there was an all-female Ghostbuster movie coming out. Thank God that's not going to happen. Okay, welcome everyone. It's May 31st, 2016. Welcome to Live Social Media News. I'm your host with the most, Eamonn MacNeish, and with me is, I'm going to butcher this name, William MacNeish. Am I pronouncing that right?
No.
What is it? Oh, he's an alcoholic, everyone. What's your name?
My name is William MacNeish.
Now, do you know Eamonn MacNeish?
No, I don't. Please
Well-
tell me about him.
I'm your brother, and it's very nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm okay.
You have very soft hands. You've been using a lot of lotion, or get the hell off me. God. Okay, so let's do with the news because that's what we do here. Did you hear about the gorilla in Cincinnati?
I did.
Okay, well let's talk about that. So apparently, over a couple days ago, a 3-year-old boy was not being watched by his parents, and he snuck into a gorilla pit and kind of slid down or fell down. The kid was not hurt then, but a 17-year-old silverback gorilla named Harmby, obviously someone went into his cage. He grabbed the kid and started to drag the kid, but not super violent. I mean, he kind of dragged him like how they drag their own, and he was just kind of playing with the kid, kind of just dragged him through the water and stuff like that, and everything like everyone started freaking out because it's a gorilla, because male gorillas are very violent. But so then the zookeepers, they shot and killed the gorilla. He wasn't doing anything that bad, but a lot of people are now complaining saying they should not have shot the gorilla, but the zoo saying, well, if we shot a tranquilizer at him, there's a 15 to 20 second before the tranquilizer takes effect that he would do God knows what to the kid. But PETA is now saying that the parents should have watched the kids. A lot of people, not just PETA, are saying they should not have shot the monkey. They should have done maybe sway him away with bananas or whatever to get his attention away and leave the kid. I mean, you know whose fault this is? Whose fault do you think it is, William?
I'm gonna guess that the fault is with the parents in this situation.
I mean, if you're busy looking at animals and not watching your own kid, you're an idiot. If the gorilla is a better babysitter than you are, give your head a
They
shake.
should have shot the kid.
Wow, that just turned dark very fast, though. Now, if they shot the kid, though, would they have to rescue the gorilla from it, or no?
I just hate kids.
That's okay. You're not allowed near most schools anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I like the look you're wearing right now. It's like deadbeat father. You already have your beard. You have your oversized sweater.
I look good.
You look like something.
What are
alright.
you wearing?
I'm wearing,
You're wearing a
cat
purple
suit.
blazer, cats, and jeans.
That's okay. It's hot. I don't care.
You look like a buffoon, in my opinion.
You should have said that before, so we'd segue into the monkey thing, but you failed.
Shut up.
Okay. Do you like marijuana? I don't, but do you like marijuana?
It's evil.
Evil. Marijuana is evil, yes, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, who also thinks it's evil? The police, and I'll tell you why. Over 43 dispensaries in Kensington Market was raided by police last week, and over 90 people were arrested, and close to 200 charges were laid in connection with the raids, including 71 criminal charges. Many people are saying that this is outrageous, that the police are just trying to meet a quota, and but it hasn't stopped the dispensaries. There's still dispensaries still open to this day, and some are still open up. I think honestly they're just trying to meet a quota, and they're just trying to act like tough cops, though. Now,
I agree with you.
what side do you agree with, the weed dispensaries or the police?
I agree that they're trying to meet a quota.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, in the news, they said that.
Are you talking about the world news?
I'm just talking about news in general.
That's the best kind of news. News in general.
Yeah, they said that next year they're gonna start rolling out legalization for marijuana, and so I feel like it's kind of like these people are getting the short end of the stick.
Yes.
You know, because next
Speaking
year.
of short end of the sticks, ladies, I will be posing in Playgirl next week. But I was gonna
Do
say
they still print Playboy or Playgirl?
they do not. No, they didn't. Whatever. I'm just gonna get naked somewhere and take pictures. That's what I'm gonna do. Have you ever seen a Playboy?
A person who is a Playboy, or
No,
the
I mean
magazine?
like the actual magazine. Because you were born like right when it's kind of dying down, though.
In 1995, yes, that was the.
I meant recently, you dumbass.
You said I was born when it was dying down.
Whatever. It's hot. Let's move on. Okay. What's your favorite '90s TV sitcom?
My favorite 90s TV sitcom. Boy, oh boy, what a great question. I love Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, actually, speaking of Saved by the Bell, Dustin Diamond, as we know, who played Screech on the hit 90s sitcom, back in Christmas Eve last year, he got into a bar fight and pulled a knife and was arrested and spent time in jail. But he got out on bail, and he actually recently went against probation, and now he's back in jail. Did you hear about this? And apparently, while in jail, Dustin Diamond has been given the nickname Screech, not due to his character's name, but from the sound he makes after he drops the soap.
Is that a rape joke?
That is a jail rape joke.
You think it's funny?
I do, that's why I said it.
Folks, I don't think rape is funny,
Oh
just
God,
for
here
the
we
record.
go. Okay, we'll move on now? Good. Okay, so you want to talk about some other news, William?
I guess.
Okay, let's go on. Gun violence is up 200% in Toronto from last year. The police department are starting a new program which are going to be trading guns for coupons for food. Now, do you think this idea is a good idea or no?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's a good idea because you got a gun lying around like everybody does, and I'm hungry. I want to get some McDonald's, so I'm gonna turn in my gun for a junior chicken.
Now, do you think the bigger the gun, the more food you get?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if you have like an assault rifle. Or
Yeah. Assault rifle, you can get like $200 worth of groceries. You have a handgun, you probably get like a cheeseburger.
You get like a prime rib with a
Bazooka?
with a bazooka.
Hey, now we all have bazookas lying around, so it looks like we're all going to be eating prime rib dinner soon. Now,
These are the hot takes of the day.
yes. What's your favorite kind of Spider-Man?
My favorite kind of Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's Peter Parker, there's Gwen Stacy as Spider-Man, there's Dr. Octopus as Spider-Man, and
I like the brief run where Uncle Ben was Spider-Man.
is that actually a thing?
Yeah, for an issue. Uncle Ben was Spider-Man, and he says, "I have great power. I have responsibility."
Wait, this is not real, is it?
No, this is real.
When did this air?
I saw it on the internet last night.
Because the internet is. But do you hear that? You know the whole deal with how Marvel got Spider-Man back now? That Sony's trying to, they can have all the cartoon rights of Spider-Man. But apparently Sony is going to be making a new animated Spider movie, but it will not star Peter Parker. It's going to star Miles, last name?
Morales.
Morales, yes, the African-American kid who becomes Spider-Man after Peter Parker, who after Peter Parker saves him, he grows up and becomes Spider-Man. Now, who would you cast as the voice of Miles? I think I don't have an answer.
You know who I would cast?
Who?
I knew a guy named Mark Andrew Morales.
No.
And his birthday was on 9/11. Fun fact. And that's who I would cast.
That has nothing to do. I would do Donald Glover from Community and Childish Gambino.
Why would you do that?
Because you know the whole back, everyone wanted Donald Glover to be Spider-Man.
Yes.
So then he didn't get the role, and everyone was trying to petition for him. Now I think it'd become full circle that he does the voice.
Wouldn't that be something?
It would be amazing, to be honest, though. But did you see Captain America: Civil War?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I saw it 3 times, and I never want to see it again.
Why?
Because I know every line. You know, I saw it twice, and I saw it in 3D.
Does 3D make it better or no?
No.
Okay. Well, did you hear about the new controversy at Marvel right now? Apparently people have nothing better to do than freak out because one comic panel right there that Captain America says after he kidnaps someone, "Hail Hydra." As we know, Hydra is the evil Nazi-like group that has been terrorizing the world since World War II and after, as we all know, the movies and comics. So apparently Captain America has changed teams. Now, what do you think of this? Do you think people should just, who cares, it's a comic and move on? Or do you think that the Hell Hydra is a big, huge thing that they should go back and make him a hero?
I think that the anger, at least in the comic community, is justified. You know, I mean, you've been following this character for numerous amounts of years, and then to have this sort of betrayal. I mean, I don't really care, but if this is something that you are a fan of, it's a betrayal for sure, for sure.
Yeah, like Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. I was betrayed. Betrayed? Nah, let's move on. Okay, so Amber Heard and Johnny Depp got divorced a couple weeks ago, and apparently Amber Heard actually went to court and got a restraining order against Johnny Depp, claiming domestic abuse, saying that he threw and hit her with an iPhone. She was at court with a black eye, and apparently Johnny Depp is getting some backlash. His band that was going to be playing in Sweden in the next couple weeks, a lot of online petition to get him banned from playing due to the domestic abuse. His daughter, Rose Depp, says that the allegations are false and it's not true, that my dad would never do something like that. But if he did do that, that is a shitty thing. And if he didn't do it, don't throw stones if there's no stones to be cast. Is that a saying?
That means nothing.
That's okay.
I think the most unfortunate part of this is that nobody's going to get to see Johnny Depp's band.
Are you a fan of Johnny Depp's band?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I like all the tunes that they released.
Name one. There you go.
I was going to name one.
Okay, go ahead, right ahead.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. Good. That's a good one. That's a very good one, though.
That was my best one,
Yeah,
I think.
that's the best one. Now, did you hear about this news anchor? We had nothing to do with this news anchor, but a news anchor in the States was doing a report in front of a house, and after the report was done, he defecated on the person's front lawn, just dropped trousers and pooed right there on the front lawn. Now, people around the neighborhood saw him do it and called the police, and his response was that he ate Taco Bell and he was feeling... I'm sorry, I have this giant piece of shit behind me. But that he just dropped trousers and defecated on the front steps. He said that he was feeling under the weather and that he was sick. I mean, I'd go to the backyard, to be honest, if that was me. Would you drop trouser and just do it there, or would you run to the back?
I would do it right there.
Right there,
I
like a dog?
respect his tenacity.
You respect his decision?
Yeah.
Okay. But moving on, because no more shitty talk, a small Australian town has declared a state of emergency after over 100,000 bats swarmed and took over the small town. Yes, the bats are undisclosed where they came from, but now they're taking over the small city. I mean, have you ever seen a bat?
I've seen a bat.
I mean, like, have
I've
you
never
seen
been terrorized by a bat.
Have you been terrorized by 100,000 bats?
I can't say that I have.
Now, what would you do if you were terrorized?
If I was terrorized by bats?
Yes.
Man, honestly, I never thought about this situation before.
Well, now you have.
If I was terrorized by bats, geez, I'd probably take shelter. You know, I would.
Okay, moving on.
I would take shelter.
That's gotta do. So apparently TTC is under fire after the subway's doors swung open while on the Don Valley Parkway between Castle Frank and Broadview stations. The doors swung open and thank God no one was hurt or fell out, but they're saying that it was done by human error. That apparently one of the doors got stuck at one of the stations and one of the TTC workers kind of propped it, tried to make it not stick. And while it was in motion, the door swung open. There is video. True story. I was going to the airport to pick up him, and the door towards Kipling, the door opened up that much. Nothing severe, but I mean, like, that was...
Are you scared?
No. Because the car was going... You know, Kipling goes so slow when you get there, but, like, I wasn't scared at all. Now, what would you have done if you were driving down the Don Valley Parkway in the subway and the door just opened? What would you do?
What would I do with it? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what Don Valley is, but I imagine that I would be pretty terrified.
So I totally forgot about something. Let's back up. We don't have to move back to the thing. Remember I said about the bats?
I remember that we just talked about.
We just talked about the bats. Let's do a small story. Back 2002 or whatever, we were in New Brunswick, and I bought myself a whole bunch of Batman toys, and he started playing with them in the cabin, just whatever. And remember, you actually started playing with a dead bat? You actually started playing with a dead bat?
I don't think so.
What's the story?
I don't think the story is real.
It is. And then that guy that hung out with Aunt Mary, he like took the bat and he hung it up on the ledge. And remember, and it was a dead bat, and you were playing with it. We washed your hands after, thank God, but you were playing with a dead bat. Everyone thought it was a rubber bat. You're an idiot.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Last social media news. My brother's an idiot, though. But you are a comedian, right?
Sure.
Yeah, let's just say that. Whatever. So you did some video shooting for us.
I did.
You did.
I did, yeah.
Back in Winnipeg. You shot some of your stand-up comedy, and we sent our cameraman Trent there to shoot some of that.
Yes, thank you for that.
I think we have a video. Let's roll the video.
World premiere of my very first stand-up special.
Yes.
It's going to be a big hit, I'm sure.
So can we roll that video, and we'll take a look at that shit?
Rumors is the ultimate. All the great books going here. Martin Lawrence, Sinbad, Chris Kattan. I'm just trying to follow in their footsteps. growing up, I used to always tell my jokes outside the animal hospital. So in a way, you could say that the city is my audience. Twice I've been voted the city's best comedian, so I think this special's long overdue. All right, here we go. Wish me luck, boys. What can I say? I killed it. Yeah, man. Killed it. Sick. Well, looks like I did it again. Thanks, Distractional. Thanks, Eamonn. I'll see you in the 6th. What the hell was that?
There was no footage, Trent.
That was gonna be a big moment for me.
Well, that was awkward. I do apologize. We didn't get the footage of his stand-up comedy. I do apologize. Maybe next time. When are you gonna do your next stand-up?
I'm not gonna do it again.
Okay. Well, that's a shitty situation. We are sorry. We're gonna fire Trent. He was a little bit drinking before that, so we do apologize here at Distractional, and we're gonna fire Trent for sure. But well, everything's good. You actually did a report on a very, would you like to talk about the report you did? Because we don't have your footage of your stand-up comedy.
Yes.
We can talk about your report.
I did a report on the British soap opera Coronation Street.
Ah, yes, yes, on CBC, right?
Yeah, on BBC, yeah.
Yes, CBC2 in Canada.
Sure, if you want to watch it on CBC.
Well, that's how we do it because we're Canadian.
Anyways, yes, so...
we're going to do like a video.
Yeah, I have
yes.
for context, I would like to show the episode. I have a tape here. Can we play this?
Okay, we're called live social media news, and we don't have a VHS, so how the hell are we going to present? We can't show it, so we don't have a VHS. There's no... Who has a VHS player? You're not prepared, are you?
No, I don't prepare for anything in my life.
Yeah, I can tell, because you're dressed like a 1993 out-of-work cartoonist.
Okay.
We have to fill time. What are you going to do?
Well, lucky for you, I took notes.
Oh, yeah, lucky
So
for
what
me,
I would like to do is do a rundown of the episode scene by scene.
From Coronation Street?
From Coronation Street.
Okay.
All right, so first of all, the show starts off sponsored by Cadbury's Time Out.
So let's back. What year is this episode?
This episode aired August 26, 2001.
This is pre-9/11, right?
This is pre-9/11, and something I wanted to note was that the tonal shift of Coronation Street is apparent.
From 9/11, right?
The 9/11's effect on Coronation Street is abundant.
So I would love to hear how this works.
Now, before 9/11, Coronation Street had sort of a childlike innocence to it. Their problems were juvenile, carefree, if you will. For example, in this episode, the big conflict is Fred.
Yes, Fred, the
tries to-
lovable meat owner of the meat butcher place.
He's like a fat Mr. Clean.
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
And I think he's dead now.
Yes. The
Sucks.
character, I don't know if the actor's dead, but the character's dead though. But,
Sucks. Anyways, in this episode, Fred tries to get his female companion a job at the Rover's Return Inn.
And if you don't know, the Rover's Return is a bar across the street that's on the street.
Yeah, it's like they're hanging out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the coffee house and friends, or the van that I hang out with the creepy guy across the street.
Precisely.
Yes.
Precisely.
Exactly.
And so he goes to Doug, the owner of Rover's Return Inn, and he says, "Hey, can I get my friend a job?" He's like, "No way, you can't get this woman a job." But Fred, ever this scheming little bastard, says, "How about this? I'll pay her wages." And then Doug, of course, is like, "Yeah, for sure." That's just the kind of plot that they deal with.
Now, would you say that Coronation Street is a social commentary of how middle-class society lives in England, and how the pre-9/11 reflects the carefree, like you said before, and how the post-9/11 episodes of Coronation Street resembles a lot more concern and death and fear and lying. If that's what I can say.
The post 9/11 episodes of Coronation Street are very chaotic.
Yes.
They deal with murder and assault. An old woman gets hit in the head with a crowbar in one episode.
Oh yes.
Which is
From Richard, right?
Richard.
Richard
Emily
the
gets
Circle.
hit in the head
Yes.
by Richard.
And then Maxine walks in.
Oh, Maxine walks in and
Yes.
she gets killed.
Yes.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Ashley's left with the 2 kids.
Yeah.
Which she actually, one of the kids was actually fathered by another man.
Oh my
I know
god.
this happens all in this one street, though.
Yeah, and then there was an episode a few years ago where a train crashed into the
Yes.
town and just destroyed everything.
Yes.
Clearly an analogy for 9/11. And Norris's attitude. Before he was just sort of like, I'm Norris, sort of like a carefree type. After 9/11, he's very cynical. He's very much angry at the world.
That Norris.
Yeah,
Now,
causing a lot of trouble.
Now, Coronation Street is still on the air, to be honest, right? And where can people catch
Honestly, it is on the
it? It's
air.
on the air. And they can catch it on CBC or, like you said, BBC.
If you're a true fan, you'll watch it on
True
BBC.
fan. Yes.
BBC One.
BBC One? BBC Two?
No.
Oh, sorry. And so let's just wrap it up quickly. How did the episode end, though? We don't want to spoil the whole episode.
All right, episode ends. All right, so you got Haley, who in the context of the show used to be a man, but not in real life, I think.
No, she's the actress plays a man who turned into a woman.
Yeah.
Transgender character.
That's what I just said.
I'm drunk. I'm
Anyways,
sorry.
she's in jail for allegedly kidnapping a child.
We've all been there.
I've been there twice.
Yeah.
And by the end of the episode, there's a woman who is being abused by her husband. It's very confusing. But I have no idea what anybody's saying in this show, by the way. So it was hard to follow.
Then stuff happens in the credits roll.
Yeah,
and then,
anyways, at the end of the episode, she's let out of prison because the person told the truth. And it's a great moment because she's being bullied in prison.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, because we kind of messed up with the whole video thing and how we don't have the VHS program. You you recorded yourself a video of you interviewing Valderrama from, is that his name?
Wilder Valderrama. He
who
played Fez on that 70s
Yes,
show.
and he also dated Lindsay Lohan. Did you have any DVD?
Here's the thing.
Oh, God, what's that?
Here's the thing. I got drunk every night this week, and I could not arrange a meeting with Wilder Valderrama. However, I did text him.
I'm sorry, what?
I texted Wilder Valderrama from that 70s show.
So instead of a video project that we asked you to do and an interview to record him, you've just been texting him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you want to hear how the interview
Yes,
went?
go on.
All right. So I said, "Hi, Wilder Valderrama." He said, "Hi." And I said, "How are you?" He said, "Pretty good." And I said, "Awesome. So tell me, what was it like being on that 70s show?" He said it was cool. I said, I bet. Any funny behind-the-scenes moments? Was anybody a big prankster? I bet Topher Grace was a big prankster. And he said, not really. It was a pretty professional set. And I said, for sure. So where did the influence for your character Fez come from? And this part I found really interesting. If you can get a tight shot here, he said, they asked if I could do an ambiguous foreign accent, so I did it. So I said, very interesting indeed. So what's next? My phone is updating.
You're useless. I'm telling you straight up.
It was not easy to get his number. He's very busy.
No, it's not hard to get him at all. You just have to ask him and he'll give it to you. He's that desperate for human conversation. Wow, this is a good apple, by the way. We like to sponsor apples. They're great, they're delicious, and they keep the doctor away. But before we let you go here at Live Social Media News, you want to bite my apple? We want to say stick around from exclusive. We have also at Distractional, we have great shows. We got Spirit of Tea every Friday. We got Live Social Media News, which is here.
That show sucks.
He's going to be on next week, but he's going to be more prepared. We also have the D channel. We have Exclusive, which is on next.
Are you okay?
No! Okay, I'm good. Don't touch me. We have Exclusive, which is next. We'll come out at 9 o'clock. And what other shows do we have here? We got Holly Wolf TV, we got Earth Mystery News, it's Distractional. Come check us out.
You know who I really liked?
Oh, what do you like?
I liked Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie.
I want to say thanks to Natalie.
Why don't you take over the goddamn show? Go.
I would do a better job than you.
Go ahead. Go. Thank Natalie. Take over the show there, boy.
Hey, Natalie, thanks a lot for coming in, and to your companion and producer. That was also really cool. You did a great job. I want to hear more of your music, and check it out on Farrowin.com. I think that was the website. And what can I say? Have a great day, everybody.
I would like to thank my brother, but not really. So stick around. I look like a boo from Aladdin. I look
You
like
look
a
really
Fre- I
good.
look like a French painter. Okay. So thank everyone. Thank Chino, Yoshi, Nathan, Mike, Mom, Dad for getting it on so I'm born. I guess Maddie for sitting in the audience and getting this guy drunk. So everyone at Live Social Media News, I'll give you thanks. Have a good night. See you next week. Stick around for an exclusive. I'm gonna eat this apple. Have a good night, everyone.
Till the day I die.